Ciao.
Hello.
Ciao.
Hello. So who is taking picture? Who is taking the or who is showing the screen? Okay.
It's us together. We are showing the screen. We have it on the second screen. So I'm showing like full presentation.
Okay, good. And one more thing. Ahoj. Musíme to nahrávat.
Už to nahráváme.
Okay. Good. To už teda ještě. Okay.
Pick or English? Pick or English?
All English.
All English. Just confirm that you see the screen. Okay, great.
Okay.
Should we start? So let's go for it. So hello everyone. Welcome to this official race briefing for Camino de Dragones 2026. We spent really like a month designing this race so that your team can live an unforgettable experience crossing Catalonia from Pyrenees to Mediterranean, from really the mountains to the sea. This briefing will run approximately between 60 and 90 minutes, depend really on the questions. It's mandatory for at least one team representative to attend, and we will cover the race format, rules, logistics, and safety protocols. So we start with kind of like the legend and the challenge, then we go through the survival and emergency, then we pass through the rules and the game, and then we finish with the logistics and success. So it's all about the team, the great team behind. We are 3 of the team here present in this presentation. So my name is Lenka Branko here, and I'm happy to be really present in this big event and presenting as like representing full picture in there. Then we have John right next to me. He is the technical director of this race, and we have Yaya present with the camera on. And sitting in Prague. So Yaya, are you
Hello.
here?
Yes, I'm here. Hello. Well, I'm just 1/3 of the organizers team of Vltava Run.
but you are a pretty important one because you are the cooperation from our mother Viltavaran, big race and really successful. So this mother is now pregnant, and we are starting to born the baby, which will be out
not me.
in 3 weeks. So let's really start to have fun all together because this will be really a pretty nice event. We have on the background also Irene. She helped us with all the permits and communication. And behind this info line, info.caminodragones.es is Arnau. We would love to really say that this is the number we are gonna be working on. Please save it. It will be on 24/7. It's already on, so we'll be really like no sleep at all during the race. It will be on, and this is our most important number, race control number for everyone. So please save it. And the legend begins here. So all over Catalonia, there are many, many dragons, all over like forests, mountains, cities. And these legends, actually, the legends about dragons have been told unchanged for generations. And now we are here to write our ones, the new ones. First official edition is here. And we are really happy that you are part of this history. The numbers, so the race is about 26 till 36 hours of running, driving, resting, and celebrating. 26 till 36 depend really on your pace and what to expect. And on these 286 kilometers, there will be 29 segments. We are starting in Viter 2006 of June in the, like, let's say, AM in the morning, 6 in the morning till 11 in the morning, depends again on your pace. And we are finishing in Barcelona by the beach, 7th of June, somewhere around 11 and 17 between, again, depends on your pace. Teams consist from 9 to 12 runners. Each and every car should have 2 drivers with a driving license. And we go through the night, so the night will be around 30% of the route of the race. Why 29 segments instead of 33? So at the beginning, we were announcing that the race is about 330 kilometers and 33 segments. We had kind of like force majeure. There is and is still happening African swine fever, and the Catalonia activated like really strict environment restrictions. And the forest areas, like many of these, were enabled and legally inaccessible for organizing events. So that's why we had to reroute some tracks, some segments, and we basically go around these restricted areas. So the result for us is 29 segments, 286 kilometers of pure adventure and challenge. So we'll have fun all together. All GPX files, like the new ones updated, are to download prepared on our website, caminodragones.es. Please do not use any older files. What about key dates and deadlines? So please mark your calendar. 22nd of May, we have first deadline. So we really need from you the segment assignments and a vehicle count. Segment assignments plus 10K on flat pace of each and every runner. And it should be submitted via captain's section. You have the URL in there, capitan.caminodragones.es. Then 1st of June, our race application Camino de Dragones goes live. you will find there, you will be able to find there the official starts for your teams. So everything released in there on the 1st of June. Then 5th of June, we will be present in Weiter, where we start the race on parking number 6 from 4 till 8 p.m. We will have their kind of like info meeting. We'll be present there for a quick chat with all of you, just to know each other, because as this baby is born already on that weekend, so we'll be really caring about that baby, about our new race, and you as the first you participants of the first race are for us really special. So we would love to meet all of you in there. If you don't come on the 5th of June, there is the possibility also to come on Saturday morning. So please just come before, not like 15 minutes before the race, but please come there on time, so we can really exchange everything what is needed in there. Then 6th of June, there is first race day. We are starting in Weiter 2000, as mentioned before, from 6 in the morning till 11 in the morning window, depends on the pace of your team. And we'll let you know what exactly is your start hour on the 1st of June through via the race app. 7th of June, the second race day, we'll be going through all our segments and finishing on beach in Barcelona between kind of like 11 and 5 p.m. There will be awards ceremony, and then absolute cutoff of the race will be at 6 p.m. So check-in and starting pack, how this will look like. On Friday, 5th of June, between 4 and 8, we will be present and invite there, and what you need to bring to us. We need from you that signed waiver of liability. Each and every member should sign it. You can download it from the captain's section. It's part of the downloads in there. And then we would love you to bring 20 euros cash deposit per team, which will be refunded when bottom returned at finish for the timing bottom. What do you receive? You receive the timing bottom, then you receive T-shirts from Puma, from our partner Puma, for entire team. Then race bibs, parking cards for all vehicles, official vehicle stickers. Please distribute the bib numbers in order how you put the order in the captain's section of each and every runner. So exactly the same way. What about the rules of the game? So Camino de Dragones instructions, everything what you need to know is in that document. We sent yesterday the newsletter to all runners. Each and every runner should get that email. If not, you can also download these instructions from captain section from capitan.caminodedragones.es. And this instruction document should be the heart of all the information. If you have any doubt, please check the document. You should find everything in there. And if you don't find, if you have any doubt, just please check the instructions. And if you still have doubt, please just ask us, just contact us, and we will be really happy to provide you all the info and reply to all your questions. And how the relay system is. So there are two core rules. The most important we need to remember, we need to really learn. And they are: no runner may run 2 consecutive segments, and then every runner must complete a minimum of 2 segments. How handover look like? So the bottom, which we give you on check-in, inviter has to be passed throughout the handover zone in front of the organizer. The arriving runner must confirm split time with the organizer. And if somehow whatever is happening that there is no that time in the app, you cannot find it in there, doesn't matter. You just need to message us to raise control number, and you need to put the team name, handover number, and the exact time of the passing, and we'll kind of like input your time in the app. How vehicle rotation works. So while one runner is on course, then support vehicle drive ahead to the next handover point. All the non-active runners rest, eat, and sleep in transit. So there is basically always one runner on the route running. Exception are four segments from 19 to 22. So exactly 19, 20, 21, and 22. These segments have to be run in pair. So what does it mean? Two runners from the same vehicle run together, both start together and finish together. And next segment, runner starts only after both runners from the past segment finish and pass the baton to the next runner.
Sorry, can I just ask why? Is it a matter of safetyness or?
Exactly. It is these four segments are really like dark night, little bit of trail. So that's why we input these four as pair segments.
Thank you.
Sorry, I have also one question for this. Because I read in the instruction that we have to keep always the same order of runners. So if we assign 1, 2, 3 to each of the runner, how does this work with like those two runners that have to run together? Because it will be very complicated to keep the correct sequence of runners after this, right?
You don't have to keep the correct sequence. You need to keep those conditions, which are two consecutive runners cannot run. No runner may run two consecutive segments, and every runner must complete a minimum of 2 segments. You don't need to go and keep exactly the same order as in the captain's section.
Hi, follow-up question. Do the two runners need to be from the same car? Or could it be that if it's an intersection, then one runner is from one car and the other one is from the other?
They should be from the same car.
Should or must?
Must.
Okay, thanks.
Since we are 11 runners and it's almost impossible. We want to be sorry, could you hear me?
Yeah, now, yeah.
Sorry. Well, I've already divided the runners into sections, and the only possible way how to arrange it so that every runner is running 3 legs is that I, for one of these pair segments, have one runner from car, say, A, and one from the car B.
We can actually check our planning chart because we prepared for you.
I base it on that chart.
Okay.
Sorry, hi.
In
we
your
made it.
chart, you
We
are
figured
counting
this
with 12
out.
people.
Yes. So you are counting with 3 cars or with 2 cars?
With 3 cars and 11 people. And if I want to make everybody run only 3 legs, then I have to, at some point, combine one runner from car A with a runner from car B.
Es que
To
eso,
us, organizational wise, it's not a problem. So I don't really see what the issue is there.
claro, no hace falta que sean del mismo coche. Mientras lo corran dos.
Okay. Yeah, as the condition, it's not like the condition you can go from the other car as well, because you
Okay.
are not brothers checked.
Okay, thank you very much.
Runners doesn't need to be from the same car. The thing is, these 4 segments should be run by 2 people together.
Yeah.
And also, you cannot do 2 segments, 2 following segments, and all these conditions. But you can mix the car 2 and 1 and the runner 4 and 6. Doesn't matter that.
Thank you very much.
There are more questions. Maybe we can now answer the questions. There is also question if the runners are hypothetically allowed to schedule more than the minimum amount of runners for one segment, which means that 3 runners for the paired one and 2 runners for the remaining segments. Shall I answer it? No, it means that there can always be more runners, but officially there is the pair runner. There need to be 2, and on the segments when there is only 1 runner, definitely 2 runners can run. But the other runner who is not written as the runner of the segment shouldn't be the pacemaker. So he can be like running along with the first person, but he can't be the pacemaker, which is also the case for the paired segments. Does it make sense? Good. And then one more question about the waiver. If the people are not from the same time, if it is okay if they have like, let's say, more papers for one team than just one.
I haven't understand the question.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, okay. For the waiver, if you should have like the paper with 12 signatures, but it can be that the teams are not in one place. So if there is the possibility to have 2 papers, or 3 or 4 or whatever, to have the signatures there, so it doesn't have to be on one exact paper.
Yes, we are fine. We just need all the signatures from all the runners, participants from the race.
Perfect.
Yep. So should we continue with the segment assignment, or we have some other questions?
Not written down.
Not written
Nobody
down.
has the hand up, so you can continue.
Thank you, Yai. So as said before, segment assignments, how to divide the race. So there are 29 segments among the route. How to assign the segments. So each team has from 9 to 12 runners, total 29 segments. And there are those 3 conditions. No runner may run 2 consecutive segments, that's a rotation rule. Then every runner must complete at least 2 segments. And there are those 4 segments which are mandatory in pairs. So always 2 runners from the same vehicle. For your easy planning, we designed the Excel sheets. They are basically exactly the same, but one is, as the example, already filled, and then one is empty, just for you to download this Excel sheet and fill in all the information from your team. So if we check the pre-filled Excel already, so as the example, we filled 12 runners in. So the names already in runner 1 is the first name, and the runner 12 is the last, the name of the runner number 12. Then we have the pace for each, 50 minutes on 10K on flat. And then we assigned 3 cars. So they are they will be driving with 3 cars, car A, car B, and car C. Then if we go to relay scheme, we assign to each and every segment the runner from the possibility of those 12 runners. We have those 4 segments which needs to be run in pairs. So we assign those 2 runners in each and every segment. And when assigned all of these, we can see the summary for each and every runner, how many kilometers they run for entire race, what is the inclination, declination, and how many segments they run. And at the end, it's also prepared for already the race in there. So we feel what time do we have to start. So 1st of June, we will know what is the time when we start the race. And then it automatically calculates everything, each and every segment. And also we can write down during the race what was our actual finish time at the end, the real. So it's also calculated the differences. So this is about planning chart. When you plan with this chart, please fill the captain section exactly with all the segments planned in that chart. The deadline is 22nd of May.
Okay, so about the route, it's important to know that the route is not marked at any point. So we have set all the GPX files, and so you'll know the exact track. If you have watches, it's really recommended to put these GPX files on the relay you are doing, put it on your watch, okay? But then we also have the Mappy app, okay? So you can first download the offline maps of Catalonia, so you can use it without signal, and then you add there the files, so you have your segments. That's it. I think it's easy, but make sure you have it all previously that you are starting the race, because maybe there are some parts that you don't have connection, so it's important to have it the days before the race. Then about general rules, dogs are prohibited, and then of course, as it is not marked, make sure that you follow the exact track, because if we see some deviation or shortcutting, that means disqualification. Okay. Then it's super important, as Lenka said, this deadline of 22nd May, you have to fill all the times of 10K flat road time of each runner. It is important because for us, we need to calculate all the time we can estimate that your team is going to need to complete all the race course, and then we can set the starting time, and also about safety, we will know where you should be and control everything. So it's really important that this 10-kilometer flat road time is realistic, okay? And then if it is not realistic and you arrive too early, so that means that you are faster than the time you have set, then we may make you stay or wait, because maybe the following relay points are not open yet. So that's why it is so important. I think that's all, no? Okay, then. And that's about the team, no? Understand? Okay. Well, that's important to know that you should arrive before your runners. That's logic. If not, he or she will need to wait. So we have like big handovers, small handovers. That means that there is the change of the runner only in the small handovers. Then the big handovers, you change runner and the car or the van. Okay, so in the big handovers, maximum there should be 2 vehicles per team. If not, maybe there is not enough space to park. And then that's important to know that you can only park on the designated zone. So you will see it, it will be easy, but you will also have, or it's necessary for you to have on the vehicles the parking display, so we can see that you are part of the race. And then when you have done the change of runner, then you can leave to the next handover.
Just to add, there is like not all the segments are following from segment 26 to segment 27. There is the transfer by car. So we calculated kind of like around 22 minutes of the transfer. We don't want you to race in the car. So it's really like the clock is paused. We don't measure the time of the car. You have maximum 45 minutes, so you don't have like 5 hours to rest there. But it's really important that you are driving from the finish of the segment 26, which is the city is called Abrera, to the start of segment number 27, Wide Race, by car.
Okay, then, well, I'm not gonna read every of these infractions and the penalties, but you must know that if you do, you have it all on the regulations, so you can check it. I recommend to be checked, because if not, we can do some infractions. It's really logical, but we wanted to put it here just for you to know that if you do something like this, you can have a penalty, and also maybe a disqualification. Then to do this week, super important, as Lenka said, you need to save the race control number. Okay, it is everywhere, not maybe in this now showing in your devices, but you have it on the regulations, you have it also, you will see it later. So save it, because if something happens, you must contact us by this number. Then this week, assign all the stages for all the runners. Okay, then the 3rd of June, you need to read the final race email and then download the GPX files, okay, and put it on your devices. The 4th, pack the mandatory gear, charge all devices, and also really important, buy food and drinks, okay, because Saturday most shops will be open, but then on Sunday here everything is closed, so make sure you have everything you need, talking about food and drinks, because then maybe you can buy something in some petrol stations or something like that, but it won't be as easy as if you do it pre-race, okay? And then 5th June or 6th, you can do the check-in at Baiter 2000 and collect the race pack, okay? Okay, and then let's talk about logistics and success. We have these 2 options, right? You can go by band. So if you have 2 bands, which is it's really easy and most popular configuration, you divide the team by 2, and makes it easier, and you can use the Excel with 2 bands, and then you calculate or you organize your teams. Then you have the other option, 3 cars, then you divide the team in 3, and then it's the same. You will have well, it's more flexible, but well, you will have the team divided in 3. Just to organize, it's important to know. Then also important, you cannot come with minibuses, motorhomes, trailers, camper vans, okay? And then it's also important to have 2 licensed drivers per vehicle. It's not like it seems logical, but maybe if you only have 1 licensed driver, then when he or she's running, you won't have any licensed driver. So it's important at least to have 2 in each vehicle.
One question, sorry. Is there like anything recommended that, for example, all people from van 1 they run after each other, or what's like the best way of doing it, or it doesn't really matter? Like meaning that let's say the 5 people in van 1, they do the 5 first segments, and then van 2 comes.
So there is that recommended route filled in the example for 3 cars. So that would be like really the recommended route for 3 cars, which like the result of 2, 3, whatever, like each and every runner has a similar result for kilometers and similar result for incline and decline.
Okay, thank you. We're just 2 vans, so that's why I wasn't sure if it's better that we all run first or then we change, or it doesn't really matter and we can just mix the segments.
You can also split because not like each and every runner is like the same as like all of the runners are exactly the same in the teams. You always have the best ever runner and the most like strong one, and then the not so strong one maybe. So you part the segments according to this as well. This is also part of strategy.
Exactly.
Okay, we have 2 more questions before I run to this very boring slide. I don't know why I got it, but okay, it's my turn now. So the question is, can I run as a supporting non-registered runner with the runner on his her leg? It's the same rule as we said before. You can run, but you cannot be the pacemaker. You can be just following the runner on its route. And then question, as the captain's meeting was postponed, can't you postpone the deadline for segments assignment at least till end of the week, because the deadline is Friday?
You mean Sunday? We definitely count with that one because like you have the hard cut to the 22nd of May because we count with those extra 2 days that we'll be calling you and bothering you at home to really get it till Sunday. So Sunday is really the pure deadline to get it done.
So next question, is a 5-seat Seat Alhambra considered as a family car?
It's like normal car, 3 cars for a team of 12.
Yes. Yeah. It is not a problem. It's like a normal car.
Okay, and Stefan has a question which is connected to this driving rules thing. If it is allowed to have earphones while driving, I wouldn't recommend it because
No.
it's bad for.
It's just last when we've been in Girona 2 years ago, we had earphones and phone calls, and then the police draw us out and said, "Hey guys, here is no earphones allowed," and they want to punish us.
No, it's not allowed at all. So don't do
Not
it.
allowed at all. So no phone calling, no earphones.
Exactly.
Please. And while we are with the nose while driving, so we're definitely no alcohol. That's through the whole race. There is no alcohol policy. So please don't drink, drive, and run. It is always very necessary that you have minimum of 2 awake people in the car, as you will be definitely tired. So it will be difficult conditions. So please always have at least 2 people awake, while if others will be sleeping. Then 3 hours of maximum of continuous driving, which is mainly about coming to the race, then on the race itself, because I don't really think anyone will be driving 3 hours through the race continuously. No pacing, no speeding, just follow all the limits, and no mobile phone while driving. That's Stefan, your answer. Wait, definitely no mobile phone with that. Okay, so we can get to the next slide, which is what is mandatory equipment for each vehicle. So every vehicle must have the runners, definitely aboard. Then all the runners must have mobile phones, all charged. And please do not forget chargers and power banks and all this, because that will be definitely necessary on your way through the race. You will definitely need a race app, our race app in your phones. Have, as we already said, but we will definitely say it more times, the maps.com installed on your mobile phone with offline Catalonia maps, because the signal, the reception is not always very good in the mountains and in the forests and so on. So even though you are maybe used that in other parts of Europe, the signal is everywhere, it's definitely not there. so please really think about that and have everything offline that you can have offline. Have, as I said, spare batteries, power banks. You will definitely need it. Have all first aid kit that you might need. Have all medical things, all medicine that you need with you from the very start till the very end. Please, if you have any allergies or anything like that, or if anything critical can happen and your colleagues or your partners should help you with that, please inform them about these conditions that you have. Tell them in advance, show them where you have your allergy pens and so on, because once something happens, it's very important that everyone knows. So please inform each other about your medical conditions. It's very important, especially in the rural areas. You need to have the segment itinerary, which is actually your book, the Bible. So have all the tracks there. The best is to have it printed. We don't provide the printed version. So if you would like to have it, please have it yourself. And we will again get to this point later, but definitely take all food and water with you, as it will be very difficult to get it on track. We are in a very distant area, so there aren't that many restaurants, there aren't that many places where you can dine, eat, and get food. So it's very important that you have everything with you at all times, and a lot of water. And night running equipment, which is, we will again get to that later, probably, what it actually means. But definitely you need to have 4 complete sets per team, which means because you run in pairs and each person in the pair must have the full night gear, which means if you have 2 pairs switching by 2 pairs, you need 4 full sets of the night gear. So please bear that in mind. Now we can go further, and that is the night equipment, which is definitely mandatory from 8 till 7:30, but you can wear it anytime. It's for your own safety, so if you want, you can definitely wear it anytime. And it means that you need to have passive and active, reflective and active light parts on you. Part of night gear, which is you need to have, and that is by law, definitely, you need to have class 3 reflective vest, which is very important. You need to have head torch, which is with 300 lumens, which is more than just ordinary head torches. So please go for these head torches and check how many lumens does your head torch have. And again, all runners, both in pair, need to have that equipment. You need to have flashing light on arm or wrist, something that really makes the light, because the flashing light, because we will be in areas where there is very little light, like artificial light. We will be in very dark areas, so you need to be seen very much at all times. And of course, for night equipment, but that is definitely also by day, on each and every segment, you need to have a mobile phone with you. With the best would be with GPS live tracking active in any application, so that others can see you, and to have offline maps downloaded, fully charged, but take all the, as I said, take chargers with you, probably not while running, but if your phone is not capable of keeping 60 minutes alive, then you definitely need to have the power bank or something with you, so that it is really charged for the whole segment for you. If you don't follow the rules, there are penalties and disqualifications, but that is actually not that much important for you. The most important for you is the safety, and this is a safety reason, and that's why we really stress this out. You need to have the night equipment at least in this time interval. And here is the food, water, and Sunday problem, which we already talked about. There is Vic, which is the last place to shop. Probably Friday or Saturday morning still will be open, because Saturdays are opened. But please really bear in mind, especially for Czechs, as here everything is open Sunday from morning till the very night. In Spain, everything is closed. And it's really just small bakeries and fuel stations. Sorry? What did you say? No, nothing. Okay, so it's really important that you think in advance about what you might need, what you might use for your run, and take it with you, because refueling with gas for the car, as well as refueling for you as the runners, will be or might be difficult. And to spare you these critical moments, it will be the best if you have everything with you already at the start. And yeah, fuel and rest, have the full fuel, and just follow all the rules with parking. Finish line, which is that place where everybody is looking forward to, is by the sea, close to the sea, and all team members will be there for the last runner to accompany him for the last 100 meters of the last segment 29 to cross the line together. So you all go through it, and you all finish together as one team, and finish the first of your legends, with more to go, more to come, definitely. But then after everyone is there in time, then there will be award ceremony, and the top 3 teams will be awarded. There are no categories this time, so all teams are one category. So we will see who is the first, second, and third. But nevertheless, you're not going there for the first 3 places. Definitely, you're going there for your own team experience, which you will gain, and at the end, everyone will gain a finisher medal. Then after that, there will be food, drinks, and celebration in the areas there. It's not organized by us, so it's we will be there. We will be celebrating with you, but whatever you do after that is on you, and we will be happy to have you in the finish line and to celebrate it with you somewhere, somehow. Lenka, would you like to add something to this? Because as you are local.
So there are actually 3 kind of restaurants or beach bars around. One of them is called Sunsea Bar Beach Club. It's really right next to us, next to the finish line. There we can also use the toilets. in there, and they will be really happy to provide us whatever the meal and drinks we would love to take there. Then we have another restaurant right next to us as well, next to finish line, which is called Bus Age Experience. There will be a live DJ as well, with pretty nice food, drinks as well, and really happy to welcome us as well. And there is the club for the let's say after party, which is called CC Club. So if the celebration continues, we will be happy to celebrate to late hours in this club as well. At the finish line, we also have the parking spot already established. There is a port forum, so really next to the sea. And we have negotiated the special rate for full day, 24 hours for normal cars, 10 euros per day, and then vans which are higher than 2 meters, 20 euros per day.
Sorry, can I just have I have a question for about the mandatory or consuled things we have to bring. Would you say trail running shoes are mandatory or highly recommended, or is it a trail path that's okay with normal shoes?
Mandatory, I wouldn't say it's mandatory. It's up to you, but you can check on the where you have all the segments. You have the description, and then you have the
path.
Yeah, and this is described. So if it is a lot of trail part, maybe it won't be super technical. There is no segment crazy technical, but if there is a lot of part which is trail, let's say, then maybe it's better to use some like at least gravel shoes, something that have a bit more of grip than a normal road running shoe. But it is definitely up to you, the shoe that you decide to use. But please first check the
Yes, I was just asking because of people coming from outside and doing all the packaging and stuff. But thank you very much.
I will use, in fact, I will bring at least maybe 2 pair of shoes, and then you can decide, because maybe the first relay you are running there is more trail surface, and then the second not. So you can change and use the ones you prefer in each relay, you know.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, it's definitely recommendable to have more shoes with you, just because as you will be running 2, maybe 3 segments, so it's very, very important to have enough with you. It might rain, it might be muddy, it might be everything, so it's always good to have more options with you. Mm-hmm. That is definitely recommendable. Okay, emergency protocols. We really, really would like that you can forget this slide at the end, but it's actually good to think about everything. So there is always something that can happen, and if it is a real emergency, like that you really feel that you need an ambulance, it's 112 that you call with your phone, and that is the official number to get help from the authorities. So if there is this need, definitely don't wait and ask and so on. Just call 112 and you will get the help you need. If this is happening, always notify Race Control Center so that we know that something like that is happening, and we might be on your side and help you, sometimes maybe even with the translations and so on. So it's definitely important that we know it, but we really hope no one will use this. Let's go to the next slide, as there are more numbers where you can call if you need anything. And especially for foreigners, please keep these numbers somewhere, that you know that if you need to call them, that you know where to call, but hopefully nobody will need them. But for almost sure, you will need sometimes during the race control center, which, as Lenka said, is already online. It is a phone. You can call or send SMS. Maybe if it's not really urgent, it's better to send SMS and to say, and always don't forget, if you write anything, we don't have your numbers spared in the phone. So if you write anything, please always write what team you belong to. That is very important. Don't forget that. Even if you call or if you send an SMS, always write which team you are from. Then there is Joan's phone, who is here present. He's the technical director, road safety. He is that person. Then we have Lenka's phone, who is the director. So also you can ask her. And also, especially for the checks, me, Kveta, and Ladja will be there. So if you need anything and these 3 numbers are maybe occupied or don't want to talk to you, we will be there. So 3 more people to be there so that you can talk to, and then we can solve it. But definitely for this race, for this Camino de Dragones, these are your numbers. We are there just as a backup.
Okay, so well, have just said it, but just a little reminder: if there is a real emergency, then you need to call first 112 directly, and then you notify it to us. Okay. If there is some sports injury, like you sprain your ankle, you fall, something not really an urgency, then you can change the runner just in the exact GPS point that it has happened, the injury, and then you notify us also, so we know. And you can do it via CDD app, or you can send an SMS to the number of the organization, as Gaia said. Okay, just keep it in mind. The most important thing, I think, is that if there is a real emergency, first call 112, they will come fast, and then you notify us.
Okay, and now what actually happens, and even if it's not a real emergency, ambulance emergency, it can happen that a runner is not able to run further, either at the end of his segment, which is the better option, or in the middle of the segment. And it could be injury, it could be tiredness, it could be, well, anything that actually makes him not being able to continue with the race. What happens in that case? Well, first of all, if it's in the middle of the segment, another runner from the team needs to finish the segment, which means that he needs to start where the first runner, or where the injured runner, let's say, stopped. He needs to start there and just finish the segment. It can be any runner from the team, apart from the runners who ran the segment before or the segment after, because the basic rule is that you cannot run 2 consecutive or 2 segments after another. So it has to be somebody else than from the previous or the following section. That's the first. If it happens at the end of the segment, then it's easier. Then what needs to happen then? You need to, well, this runner who is injured cannot continue with the race. So he cannot come back to the race. So it's impossible, if he has 3 assigned segments, for example, to run first, skip the second because of injury, and then run back the third one. That is impossible. That is against the rules. So once the runner is injured, he needs to stop. He is not anymore on the team, on the running part of the team, and he can then only come back for the last 100 meters. What happens with the segments this runner has assigned that he cannot finish? You have to divide them between the other members of the team. And important thing is you can't divide or reshuffle other segments. You just need to fill in for these segments that this runner isn't able to run. So, and that's what you actually report to the race control via app or via the SMS. You just need to say what runner is out and what happens with his segments. That's very, very important. If you do this wrongly, if you the substitution doesn't work the way it should, you don't follow the rules, you get penalties. And for the injured runner, then it's disqualification. But actually, I think it's more about the just thinking how to do it so that you know how to actually work with injured runners. And that is, once again, if somebody is injured, first of all, take care of the injured runner. Second, you have to finish his segment. And third, you need to reallocate his segments, which he isn't able to run afterwards. But for the last 100 meters, he is or she is again allowed to accompany the team for the victory run through the finish line. So hope that makes sense. If not, then ask. Team withdrawal protocol, it's very similar. It can happen that actually your team doesn't want to continue, that you, for some reason, you decide to stop in without finishing the race, which is absolutely okay, no shame. It can happen that these things happen, and that you maybe have too many runners who are not able to run anymore, and you will be tired and so on. So we will totally support you if you would like to withdraw from the race. What you have to do is just call us, tell us what is happening, and that you don't want to run anymore. You need to give us back the timing button, and yeah, and that's it. And then of course you can come to the end and then celebrate with the others without you actually crossing the finishing line from the side of the race. And actually, this is how we got to the end of the captain's presentation. As said, this meeting was recorded, so you can come back to it. You will have this presentation for another look, so you will have it to download in the download section. You have the race Bible and all the track info for download as well. And so hope everything will be clear. If not, just ask, write to info Camino de Dragones, or now is your turn. Now you can ask more questions. We have actually one more question, which is if the system for assignment of the segments will be still opened till the end of the week.
It will be open till the end of the week, as said before. So the deadline is 22nd of May. And the real pure deadline is the Sunday.
So very Spanish way of dealing with things. Okay.
We are in Spain actually, so we can.
That is very Spanish. You will see how you get it. You'll be dealing with it on Monday. Okay, your choice. So next one. Is it enough for the West? This one at Alza CZ. Just check the ISO or just a number. We are not actually experts in vests, so just check if it's the type 3, or how was it, type 3, right? So there is this number that you need to have. Just check it if it's the one that you actually need to bear or have on you. Okay, other questions? Matilda is still with her hand up.
Sorry,
is there
no.
still a question, or is it from before?
From before.
Okay, good. Any more questions?
Hello, in the dialogue document, section 17, there is still information that it's mandatory to run it in the pair. It's like mandatory pair segment. Is it and all information?
It's the segments that are actually needed to run in pairs is 19 to 22.
Okay.
So if it's in the 17, then it's not correct. Sorry for that. It's 19 to 22.
Thank you.
Hi. One more question regarding the vests for the night run. You defined that there should be some vest with ISO 24071. Those vests that are available online with this ISO certificate are only vests for cars, so not very good for running in the night. There's a ton of vests available in sports stores. Can we use those, or are you really that strict about the ISO, or what can we do?
Good question.
Because running in a car vest is definitely not very comfortable.
Well,
We-
again, we are not those to actually tell you anything other, because this was said by the lawyer that this needs to be done.
Okay, noted. Wink, wink.
So that's all we can tell you. It's recorded. It's recorded
Understood.
that we actually said that you need to have this vest.
Understood. Thank you.
Well, as again, sorry, we are not experts on vests. There is another question. We have these, that actually the rules are written by Spanish lawyers, so that's all we can do about it. We cannot tell you to go against that online.
Well,
Never mind. Thank you.
Okay, well, if there are not more questions, I think that's all. Remember, you can still ask if you need to ask something to our email, or you have the phone number also. You can send a message. And well, that's it. We hope we want to see you in 3 weeks. We are nervous, but we are also happy that we will see you. So that's all. Let's see you in 3 weeks.
And we are super excited to see you in here. You are really, really welcome in Spain, and let's bring this party all together to that finish line.
Thank you very much.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. See you later.